Hi, my name is Alex Webb. This morning here we are going to be replacing sickle sections, hold downs, and guards on a 30-foot bean head. We're going to show you some of the things that you need to look for wear, how to know their wear, and how to go about replacing them. So if you come in here, you can see that our hold downs weren't quite adjusted correctly. That amount of space was not allowing to keep the sickle down, so it bounced around in the guard. And as you can see in the guard, we're showing quite a bit of wear space on the top side, and our clearance is much higher than what it should be there. You should not be able to do that. We will be going step by step through this process, and we will show you guys how to get her done. On this large serrated section here, you can see how some of these sickles are wore, they're broke. They've been wearing on the back underneath the guards, so they're kind of getting wore. Even though they look sharp, the actual grooves inside there where it actually cuts may not be sharp, they might be dull. And you can see on some of these here, they're almost parallel on the inside there. So that's a good indication that our sections are worn out. We'll flip the bar over, and we're looking at our knife back here. If this knife back is showing more than 30 thousandths of wear, it's about time to replace that. On this knife back here, going along the whole length, it doesn't appear to be showing that. And so the knife back is good. So we know that we'll be able to put a section refill kit on there and replace our sections, and it'll be good to go back into the Okay, so now that we have the sickle bar out, we can come down here to the guards, and we can see where they do show quite a bit of wear. Right here on the cutting surface, it's rounded off, as well as in the slot where the sickle runs. You can see that there's substantial wear on there, as well as on the top side. Now we will be having our components here. So for what we're going to be doing for this customer, he just wants replaced what is wore. So for this job here, we're going to have our two guards that we are going to be using, and in this you can see how much tighter the slot is. Good sharp edges on it. The wear bar is not showing wear, whereas on the cutter bar that has wear showing. We have our two bolt sizes that we'll be using, one for where hold downs are, one for just plain guards and our nuts. We'll have two separate hold downs, a high hold down for where the knife head is, and a regular hold down that'll come across the bar. We are going to be using a sickle adjustment tool. We'll demonstrate how to use that later on in our video, and we'll be setting our hold downs to the thickness of a business card. Okay, so as we come to putting our new guards on, getting our hold downs set, hold downs are a very important thing on the cutter bar. They keep the life of the guards good, they prevent wear where there shouldn't be wear, and they help keep the sickle bar down. So on this 600 series Deere head, they run a hold down like this. So it gets bolted down to the guard, and it has an adjustable bolt on this side. This bolt is not a very big bolt, and it cannot take a lot of reefing on it. So a lot of the problems that happen, guys will get a new one, and they will go on and they will try to tighten their guards down right away, and then try and reef this little bolt on there, and they end up breaking it off. So here I'll demonstrate how to properly adjust your hold down to the right clearance, which is about 20 thousandths, the thickness of a business card. I've gotten this one adjusted here. You can see how it takes a little bit to pull it out. It's a little bit stiff, but the sickle bar still slides through here. So as we come down here, we'll come over here, and we'll slide our sample over, and it's a little tight because this guard's not tight. We'll put our business card in like so, and this is loose, and we'll go ahead and we will tighten this down a little bit. And I'm tightening this down right now with the guard bolts loose. That way, when I go to tighten these guard bolts, the guard bolts will take the oomph of the weight bringing this down. So I've got that about where I think it'll be at, and we'll go from there and get my deal tight. So that's pretty close to getting those tight. And this is, the hold down's just about there. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and finish it off. So as you can see there, I'll bring it just tight enough so I can't move it. So right there, I can barely move that business card. So that's just a little bit too tight. I'll loosen this up just a hair, and I can move my business card, and I can move my sickle adjustment sample, no issue. Okay, so we have the sickle into the machine here, and some of these old headers, things happen and things get bent, and so as we noticed when we were sliding our new sickle in, we were hitting a little bit of resistance, and we came down to a spot where we found that the sickle was tight. And so right here, for instance, we're taking our pliers and we're trying to move the sickle back and forth, and we can't. It's just tight here. As we can come over here and we can take it and we can move our sickle back and forth. So we know this is our guard. We can see where our fresh paint has started to get scratched as it's coming across. So what we are going to do is we're going to take these nuts off. We're going to add a 10,000th shim in underneath this guard here to bring it down just a little bit, and hopefully that clears up the problem. Alright guys, so we're here out at Spees Farms. They've been running the combine, running the header. So post getting everything on, a good standard is to run it for about 20 minutes and check for loose bolts. You can do that while you're cutting, so go through, run it for 20 minutes, check all your bolts, make sure everything's good, take a look at your hold downs. They took care of that. And now we're about a day afterwards, so they've been cutting for about a day. A little bit of thing on that is just to tighten your hold downs down in the morning to make sure everything's okay with that. And you'll be good. Thanks for watching.